Welcome back to PlayStation Corner. Today I'm going to be taking a look at two games you can check out this weekend for free. Now one is limited, that is the beta for Chivalry 2, and then the other, that's the demo for Scarlet Nexus, and I'm basically just going to be giving you my initial impressions. So with that though, like, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family, and let's get started. So Chivalry 2 to start, and this game is just plain and simple awesome. It's an online multiplayer fantasy hack and slash set around the medieval times. You can play third person if you do choose to, but I absolutely would not suggest that. This is intended for first person gameplay, and that is where it's going to feel its most visceral. I've personally pre-ordered the game, which got me access to the last closed beta. First of all, I was happy now to see though progress has definitely carried over. The idea though is simple: choose between one of four classes, that is Archer, Vanguard, Footman and Knight. My personal go-to it was Knight. I like the visceral kind of face-to-face action of it all as you kind of charge into battle, but naturally each of these different characters and classes comes with their own perks, like the Archer that's obviously going to keep you at a range. As you progress though, the weapons, they will be upgraded and you'll unlock more and more customization. That customization is a very real option, and experimenting with it will be key to what's going to be, best for you. For me though, it was a simple longsword and just hacking and slashing my way through this world. This beta though, it is now open and free for all, so I do strongly suggest jumping in and taking a look if you like the idea of just massive online battles, whether that's kind of a free-for-all option or more objective-based fare. That's really what surprised me with this version of the beta. I feel like they're showing us near the entire game as we get access to 40-player battles, 64-player battles, a huge amount of maps, every class, full leveling up systems, and even customization to get to work on. Adorning the screen at all times, in fact it still says beta product on the right hand side, not final game, but I'm not sure how much they could change at this point with us being so close to release. That said though, no complaints from me at all. If this is what we get, I am gonna be more than happy. This game though, for me, just has a good sense of what its players want, and that is an incredibly deep combat system. It may seem kind of, shallow from simply watching the game in action, but in fact, you get into it and this isn't just hacking and slashing, but understanding body placement, moving your body with the swings. You think as your camera basically as your hips, you're parrying your opponent's blows by aiming at the tip of their strikes, but also then you need to just simply be aware of where all the enemies are around you. Seriously intense stuff that after, I'd say maybe 15 hours over the two betas, has lost none of its entertainment value. One thing I'm picking up on more and more though with this second beta is the game's more than unique and dry sense of humour. Battle cries, they're still annoying as hell. Soldiers though will ask if anyone's seen their missing arm, and then it's surprisingly just interactive as well, as you basically what you see around you can pick up. So I think you could throw barrels, you can pick up candles as weapons. I've seen plenty of people running around the battlefield with them. Maybe you just want to pick up some plates and throw them. Maybe, and this was my favourite, take a seat in the king's chair just to simply watch offence play out in front of you. Its humour definitely won't be for everyone, but it's a nice contrast to what is the game's gratuitous violence. So yeah, if it's not obvious, I strongly suggest you give this one a go. You can play free for all, everyone's for themselves, them simple team deathmatches that require well over 200 kills. You can check out the objective based missions that are multi-layered. They can easily last 45 minutes to an hour as you storm a location or defend it. It looks great as well. Last time it had some visual issues like battles as you stood awaiting the war, the camera would kind of go out of control and Pia's animations, they wouldn't kick in. This time it's all fixed and it feels like they've walked away and actually fixed the kind of minor quirks we did face like just literally a month ago. Problems wise this time around though, not too many honestly. A few moments where I couldn't get into matchmaking, a few moments where squad creation wouldn't work over on Twitch, a couple of crashes as well, but that's honestly not bad for a game that's no doubt seriously overwhelming its current, servers with so many users checking it out. The last one was closed, this one is not, so it's no doubt pushing it even more, and it's actually holding up even better. There's no reason though not to check it out, so jump in for free while you can. You will not regret it, and it looks great as well just to top it all off. The Scarlet Nexus demo then as well, that dropped for PS5, and there seems to be a whole lot of positivity surrounding this one. For me, I'm going to be honest, I'm actually not quite as sold. Now naturally it is a demo, not necessarily a reflection of a final product, but there's a few things that are more gameplay related than anything else that I am kind of unsure of. first, this is essentially an action adventure in this beautiful anime style that looks about as crisp as you would expect with it, you know, rocking 4K 60. The fighting then is fast and fluid, it feels really nice. You have these telekinesis powers to kind of pick up objects around the world and kind of, you know, throw them at enemies, and yeah, it for sure captures that sense of being this overpowered badass. It even has 2 characters with 2 separate 40 or so minute campaigns to check out, so it's definitely generous for a demo. I'm just not sure at this point at full release if it's going to be a little repetitive, as is often the case with this genre. The mechanics, they do seem solid, but by the end of the second playthrough the telekinesis had lost its kind of wow factor. And there's also a secondary overpowered kind of version. You hit the L2 trigger, that basically launches special options, but it kicks into good old QuickTime events. I'm not a huge fan of QuickTime, honestly, and these, I'm sure they're going to just be overkill, repetitive, and kind of dull by the end game when we jump into that full release. My main problem though with this one, honestly, it's actually in its animations. The game looks stunning in motion, the combat, all that good stuff, but the telekinesis powers, they are repetitive, and this game is relying on a whole lot of in-game cutscenes to kind of sell its epicness, so to speak. And yeah, think finishing moves that like repeat frequently as you team up with a squad member. But the big one, you can tap R1 and essentially combine with a friend's powers. You'll be using a new power type. Every time you do this though, they obnoxiously just cover up the entire screen with that character, and I took so many hits in these moments. I basically had no idea what was happening in the background. I'm not sure if they really had to go this over the top or like this in your face. I see what they were going for, don't get me wrong, I'm just not sure it's actually good design from a gameplay position. Finally, the environments. This is definitely an interesting world and they look decent. You know, the anime style especially kind of forgives naturally low texture detail. But on the PS5 there was still some noticeable popping which I really didn't expect to see. And then the items scattered around the world that you can kind of, you know, launch all over the place, just super repetitive, and I was hoping for maybe a little more variety. Hopefully this is just a case of the locations, like one of them is a construction site, but I want to see them go all out with loads of different things to kind of keep it fresh. But yeah, like I said, it might be controversial, but I'm not sold. I'll be reviewing it on the channel, but if I didn't run a channel, I'm not sure this would sell me. Initially, the story presented it is solid. It looks decent, but it's very quick to kind of reveal this very repetitive formula in its animations. I'm a little concerned at this point it might be a little bit kind of style over substance rather than anything else. That's no doubt going to be, again, as I said, a controversial opinion. There's a lot of love being thrown this one's way, but I was hoping for the next Astral Chain for anyone that's played that over on the Switch, and this definitely hasn't persuaded me that is gonna be the case. Again though, it is a demo, a lot can change. It might not even be in the final game for all we know. It's some simple, you know, test locations, but we'll see as we get closer to release. I'm just not sure they've put their best foot forward here. What do you think though? Have you checked either of these out? Will you be trying them, and will you most importantly be dropping any cash on them now you've seen what they have to offer? With that though, like, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.